Well, good day, Mono Railroaders. It is the 7th of January, 2017. Let's all get excited, right? Did a little intro video just to change up my channel a little bit, but now we're going to get to the good part of what we're going to be doing this year. What you see behind me, Easy Track. I used it kind of to get a track plan laid out. So now what I'm going to do is take all this out of here. Going to lay down some cork roadbed, put in some Atlas flex track, code 83. We're going to solder it. We're going to drop some feeder wires. Yeah, we're going to go right from start to finish and try to get this to look like a real model railroad instead of a toy. So, I'm going to get this all cleaned up, put away, bare, and we'll start from scratch. Okay, talking a little bit. Okay, as you can see, the track is all gone for the most part. The other reason why I was using the Easy Track was to basically lay down a track plan, because I'm not very good on the computer, so all that SCARM and other programs I wasn't very good at even laying out the bench work for it, other than putting on track on it. So yeah, using the Easy Track gets me a basic plan of what I want to do now. And just to show you what I mean on this, because some of it is still up, is over here in this corner. But what I got here is 26-inch radius in the back part, 22 in the front. And of course, that has to be where that station is going to sit. So I'm going to use a marker once I place this track exactly where I want it. Use a marker, trace it out, and then glue the cork in that area where I traced out the Easy Track. And that's what we're going to try to do, is get that back track all said and done. Okay, let's continue on. Okay, so the first thing that we're going to do is lay some cork roadbed down. And being on this incline, just add the glue to all the white part of the styrofoam. That way we're not losing our glue down the holes. Just try to keep the glue as close to the actual ridges, because the cork doesn't go over it too much. Take your cork roadbed, stick the first piece down. I use these little pins here with the tops on them. And if you can keep the cork in the center of the incline, it covers up all the holes, like the little ridge parts, so you don't have to worry about putting the plaster cloth down or taping up the holes or anything like that. This cork fills it all up for you. Throw as many pins in it as you want. If you think needs, hold it down. Stick the next piece on. Keeping this piece as tight to the other piece of cork as you can. The other thing you got to make sure when you're doing the cork roadbed, when you break it apart, the sides on it are beveled, or they have little lips on them. So you just want to make sure they slope down on the outside And there you have it, cork roadbed. Easy peasy. Okay, now getting the flex track all ready to go. If you're just doing a nice long straightaway, you only need to take out maybe 2 ties. But this next piece that I'm doing is going to be on a corner. So you got to try to take out maybe 2 or 3 or 4 ties on each track. And that will give the sliding rail enough room to slide around. So I took out 3 from the first one, 4 from the other one. Now I'll get some rail joiners on it and we'll solder it up. Okay, so you got your rails all cut out. You take your rail joiners, and I always like to add a little bit of paste in there. What the paste does is draw the solder down and into the rail joiners. Take your soldering iron to the outside, not the inside part of the rail, but the outside. Nice and hot. And see how that drew the solder to the inside part of the rail? And it doesn't take a lot of solder, and then just draw it back and forth. Try not to get anything on the top of the rail. And there we go. Now I normally try to get 2 pieces of flex track put together first, and then I'll secure them down to the layout. Been told don't go any more than 2, because then it gets a little sloppy. So okay, so now that you're ready to put the cork down, or the track down, because you waited 24 hours for this glue here to dry, make sure you take out all the pins. Then you gotta feel the top of your roadbed. Make sure it's all nice and smooth. There's no big lumps and bumps on it. If there is, then you gotta get your sandpaper. And you just take the glue, put it right down the center. And just keep going around. I think I'm off camera by now. So, just normal everyday white glue. And take a little spatula. Go over it, dragging out all the glue, making a huge mess as you go. I'm going to add 2 rail joiners to this end. And then we'll put the track down. Okay, so once the rail joiners are on, I'm just going to follow that cork roadbed around, keeping the track right in the center of it. And I just keep using these push pins in to hold it in place. Everything's with a push pin, so go to the dollar store. For $1 you can get 100 of them. So of course I picked up two boxes of them. And that's all it is to securing down the track. Now you gotta wait another 24 hours for this to dry. And of course, the whole time that you're doing this, you want to keep testing your trains out, making sure the track's okay, no derailments. And once you do this a few times, a couple days, whatever, you move on to the ballasting. And of course you want to make sure you go in both directions. Yeah, the engineer says it's okay. Track's working good. Well, that's probably enough for this weekend anyway. I'm back to work on Monday, so my videos now will be maybe once a week instead of randomly through the week, 1, 2, 5 a day. Yeah, that part's got to slow down. So hopefully I can edit this video and look half decent. It's been 3 days in the making. And I'm not quite sure what's even on the video recorder now, so, but there you have it. We got ballasted track behind me, easy track that's on its way out. And I think that's the way we're going to do it from now on, is I'm going to do maybe 3-6 feet of track each day. The way I've got it is I'll go with the cork, then I'll go back with the track, then I'll go and do some more ballasting. And leave it overnight or a couple days. That'll give it some time to dry, and then I'll come back and I'll do it again. If you get what I mean. Okay, so that's the start of the journey. 2017 is going to be a lot of work. Might even be a lot more work than fixing up a basement. But this is a lot more fun, I'll tell you that much. Okay, until later, guys. Talk to you in a bit.